Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Amaya, and if you're new, welcome. In today's video I will be doing a Sisterlocks chit chat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So the last lock content video I posted on my channel was of me reacting to a young woman who did not like her locks, and when I say I received so many likes and views in such a short amount of time, I was very shocked. So thank you if you watched that video, as well as like the video, but also the few women that commented down below. I really do appreciate it, because it made me say I can do a Sisterlocks chit chat, because it sparked several conversations that I wanted to have today. So if you haven't seen that video, here's the clip of the woman who had the meltdown.
I didn't know this shit was a fucking journey for real. Like, I thought this shit was something y'all made up in y'all head. Like, y'all just be saying that shit because y'all be wearing y'all real hair and y'all think y'all better than me because I don't be wearing my real hair. But this shit is not for me, bro. Like, this shit is really fucking with my head, man. This is not a fucking journey I want to go on. I'm finna go in the house and cut this shit off. I swear to God, I'm finna go here and cut this shit off, because this is not me, man. This is not me, bro, for real. My hair looks so short. I look bald head. Ah!
So if you know or don't know, on Friday I had a super public mental breakdown because I decided to interlock my hair without doing enough research.
So you guys can see that this woman was highly upset about her locks, and she did not like the way that her hair looked. And up underneath that video, I did receive a few comments. One woman says, like she said, she was having a mental health moment, and I do understand that. As people, we go through things, but once you put something on the internet, you cannot dictate how people respond to what you post. And that's what just comes with social media, and people always will not consider your feelings because they don't have to. They don't know you, so they're just random people that you don't know, that as people sometimes we invite in our lives, but we don't want them to share how they feel about certain things. So you just have to be careful about what you post on the internet, because if you're someone that doesn't want to receive several opinions, don't come to the internet. Talk to somebody you know, okay? Or just take a deep breath. Another person says she still has her locks and she's a content creator, and this was entertainment and a skit to promote a loctician she went to after this video was posted. Now when I saw this comment, I thought to myself, I'm happy she still has her locks. But when she goes on and says that this video was used to promote a loctician, I thought to myself, what loctician would use this video to promote their business? I know that I am seeing more and more of people on TikTok that do fake skits, such as Hairstylist. I saw one the other day where a hairstylist got into it with a client for showing up late. At first I thought it was real until I looked at the hairstylist page and saw that she does this all the time. So I guess people are doing these fake skits and videos to gain clientele and to gain traction to their page. So to me, I wouldn't want to use anything negative to promote my business or to get people invested in my work. I feel like you can do more positive things, but I guess in a sense these hairstylists are showing what they go through on a daily when it comes to certain clients. But to each his own at the end of the day. But I was a bit confused when she said that this video was used to promote a loctician. But maybe it's true, and maybe the video is fake and it was just done for entertainment, because it definitely got a lot of views and it went viral because I'm even talking about it. So she did her job. Just the other day I hit up a hairstylist and I asked them could they cornrow my Sisterlocks straight to the back. Now I know this hairstylist and we've talked about the services that she provides, and I remember one day speaking with her and she told me how she does know how to braid hair, but she doesn't like to braid hair. But I've been seeing on her Instagram where she's been promoting a lot of her work with braids. So I thought to myself, well, she is braiding hair, why not ask her can she braid my hair, because she's in my area. I'm not trying to find anyone else and I know that she can braid. So I hit her up through Instagram and I asked her could she cornrow my Sisterlocks straight to the back, and she told me that she would do it. I thanked her and then I asked her, where do I book? Do I book through Instagram or do I book online? So she read it, but she didn't respond. So I thought, okay, she's probably busy, and it was within minutes that I checked to see if she responded. So as I'm scrolling on Instagram, I see where she posted a picture of a man's braids that she did, and up underneath the picture she made a caption, and in the caption it said that I retired from doing braids 15 years ago. If you ask me to braid your hair, 92% of the time I'll say no. I didn't feel like it was a jab at me, but it just made me say, okay, I'd rather find somebody else to do my hair that's interested in doing this service that I'm asking for. I feel like if you are a hairstylist and if you don't prefer doing a certain style, you should just take that service down. So I feel like hairstylists sometimes forget that this is a business page that you're running. You're trying to gain clientele through your page, so you just can't say anything because people are watching you. So I just told her that Valentine's Day is coming up, which it is, so I'll probably just curl my hair because I really wanted to wear these cornrows for a while. So I'll probably do something to my own hair because the girlies are showing us how to style our hair and they've been doing it for a while, so I need to catch up. So there's no bad blood between her and I. She's a phenomenal hairstylist, but I just didn't want her to feel like she was doing me a favor, and whoever does my hair, I really want them to like the work that they're doing. But I do know that there are probably a lot of hairstylists that have favorite styles that they like to do and least favorite styles they like to do, but they still provide that service on their website. But I feel like in my case, I feel like once she made that caption up underneath that post, I'm thinking, okay, she really doesn't like to do braids at all, so why should I go to her? And it is what it is at the end of the day. I know a couple of months ago I hit up a hairstylist and I asked her could she do this certain hairstyle to my hair. She never responded, so I felt like, you know what, I probably won't ever go back to her again because I feel like I don't want to have to hunt you down to get a response. And I do know that as people, we have our own lives, we go through things. Sometimes people can't respond immediately, but I feel like once you see somebody has read your message, you're like, okay, they've seen it, so why should I have to say something else again? And that's how I feel, because I feel like I will start being annoying to this person and I don't want to feel that way. So I'll rather just find somebody else that can provide me with the service that I'm asking for. So tell me down below, how do you guys feel about this situation? Do you guys feel like I should have just went to her and got my Sisterlocks braided? Because she did say that she would do my hair. So how do you guys feel like you guys would have reacted to this situation? Let me know down below in the comments. Another woman says, this is what isn't talked about enough, nor is there enough spaces to talk about the downsides of the journey. I did my research. I've taken care of my mother's locks for close to 20 years. You can research all you want, but nobody knows what that journey looks like unless they take it. Since having my locks, I've been dealing with seborrheic dermatitis. I didn't have scalp issues before this. Anytime I've asked for advice, I'm ignored because I'm not having the best relationship with my locks. And I voice it. I have locks, but I don't claim the lock community because there's too much judgment and I don't like that. People telling her to shut up because she wants length. Some people prefer long hair, some people prefer short. It's just a preference. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, when I read this comment, the first thing that came to my mind was, is there a safe space in the lock community where people can share their highs and lows on their locking journey? And I feel like when I go on social media, a lot of the time you see where people speak proudly about their locks. They're taking beautiful pictures of their locks, and I feel like these people who choose to do that, this is their reality. I can't knock someone for not showing the downside of their locking journey because not everyone has a downside of locking their hair. Versus this young lady who had this meltdown on social media, I feel like once you put something out there on the internet, people will share their opinions. So the people who really didn't care about her feelings, I feel like they were going based off of how they feel about their locks. But also I did see where people were giving her advice. So I feel like once you choose to lock your hair, you have to go on your own personal journey. You can't expect everybody to relate to what you're going through. But I do think that people should be able to voice how they feel about their locks, even if it's good or bad. I think that this woman, she did say a couple of things that I feel like could have rubbed people the wrong way, but I do feel like this is some people's reality once they lock their hair, and she did show the internet this, and you don't see a lot of videos like this all the time. So if people did watch that video that could be thinking about locking their hair, maybe they thought and said, okay, I may have to do a little bit more research. Am I ready to commit to locking my hair? So I'm happy that she put this video out because this is the reality of sometimes not accepting your locking journey, especially in the beginning stages. But I do feel like the lock community should be a safe space where you can share your locking journey, the good and the bad. She also mentions how she's not having the best relationship with her locks at this moment in time, and when she voices it, she feels like she's being ignored. Now, I don't know who she's talking to when she speaks about not liking her locks in this moment in time, but she may be in a Sisterlocks group and she may post about what she's going through and people may not respond. I know that a lot of the time I feel like people may just heart something because they don't know what words to say to you, especially if you're experiencing something that they don't know anything about, but they do know that it's affecting your locks. And the best relationship I feel like one should have on their locking journey is with their loctician, the person that is doing your hair. But if you are someone that does your own self retightings and you're going through something on your locking journey, I feel like it is good to express it online because someone may share the same experience that you're going through. I know for me, I do get on my YouTube channel and I tell you guys some of the things that I've gone through, especially in the beginning stages of my locking journey, and even now the things that I've gone through on my locking journey. Even though I have long hair, I still go through things mentally. So you go through things on your locking journey, and it does feel good being able to have this platform where I'm able to speak about certain things that I go through or things that I do see in the lock community. So thank you, I appreciate your comment, and I do wish you well on your locking journey because I know that is tough to have locks, or even being a woman and having a scalp condition. Something else that this lady mentions is she says you can research all you want, but nobody knows what that journey looks like unless they take it. And I do agree with that, but in a lot of my videos I do tell you guys to make sure you do your research before deciding to lock your hair, because you want to know what you're getting yourself into. And just like this young lady who had the meltdown, one of the things that she did say is that she did not do enough research. But I do agree with the fact of that you don't know how your lock experience is going to go just based off of the type of lock that you choose. Once you go on your locking journey, that's when you find out. But it is best that you research because you can't end up with the type of lock that you desire. Now, something else that she says is people telling her to shut up because she wants length. Some people prefer long hair. Some people prefer short. It's just a preference. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, when I did react to this video, I did say how I feel like some people have been conditioned to believe that their hair is only beautiful if it's long. And I feel like that has some truth to it, and some people cannot stand if their hair is short, and a lot of the time people will end up covering their natural hair up due to it not being at a certain length. But I also do believe that people do have a preference when it comes to wearing their hair short or long. I know for me, now that my hair is long, I desire to have short locks again. I don't know if I'm going to cut my hair off, but when I see a woman that has Sisterlocks and they're short, I'm thinking, oh my god, this looks so beautiful. I remember when my Sisterlocks were short and I just desired to have long hair, and now that I have it, I'm thinking, girl, this is a lot of hair. But I do believe that people do have a preference when it comes to wearing their hair short or long, because I know for me, I went to a beautician and she was supposed to only cut off my split ends. She ended up cutting off majority of my length. I was in the 8th grade, you guys, and I never wore my hair down since that day that lady cut off majority of my length. As I look back at that situation, I wish I would have never let that affect me to the point where I never wanted to wear my hair down again, because it's just hair at the end of the day. But I was used to having long hair, so when my hair was cut off, I was hurt. So I guess I can feel for the young lady who's crying due to her hair looking short, because if you're used to your hair being a certain way and then you get a certain style and it's not the same length, you may feel some type of way. So I get how a lot of the time women, we do have a preference when it comes to the length of our hair. But I will say that as a black woman, we are beautiful no matter what, and to always love ourselves. And I feel like when you do lock your hair, you also go on a self-love journey as well. And one thing about it, when you lock your hair, you cannot do anything about shrinkage. And I know there are people that get lock extensions because they want their hair to be long, but honey, I feel like you should embrace the journey. Go all the way. get that entire experience. You're gonna feel so much better, but to each his own at the end of the day. Now another woman commented and they said she should wear a wig for the first 6 months if she really is that insecure. I'm plus size and not having my hair cover my broad shoulders was a big insecurity for me. I wore wigs for about 6 to 8 months until they stopped budding and hung down. So you can always put a wig over your hair, especially in the beginning stages, because I know as a woman we care about how our hair looks and the way that we look. So I feel like it's okay to wear wigs over your locks as long as you're taking care of what's underneath. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.